Everybody, my name is Sudhir, MTech Thermal Engineering. Today to start strength of material subject. Today I am discussing about first unit simple stresses and strains. In that simple stresses and strains, the first subtopic is mechanical properties of material. Before going to this, why we learn the mechanical properties of material? Suppose we build a building. In that we know the particular strength values of that using iron rods. So in this different whatever it may be, you have to know the properties of material. In that first we have discussing some properties. Those are strength, stiffness, ductility, malleability, creep, fatigue, toughness, hardness, brittleness. These are the some of the topics. So right now I am discussing the first one is strength. The first one is strength. Strength. It is the ability of material which resist externally applied load. For example, we have taken a specimen, that is a workpiece. We are applying load. Example 3 kilonewtons, 5 kilonewtons, 6 kilonewtons, somewhat it will be increases somewhat. Then also the material will be resist externally applied load. Resist externally applied load without failure or without breaking is called as, the property is called as strength. It is the ability of material to resist externally applied load without failure. This property called as strength. Strength. And the second one is stiffness. Second one is stiffness. What is stiffness? In basically stiffness called as load per unit deflection. Whatever it may be. Suppose some persons consumes more alcohol, but he was still stiffness. In the same way, a material is subjected to some load. A material is subjected to some load. It cannot deform. సో ఏదైనా మెటీరియల్ తీసుకొని దానికి మనం లోడ్ అప్లై చేసేటప్పుడు అది డిఫార్మ్ అవ్వకుండా స్టిఫ్ గా, ఇట్ మీన్స్ కెనాట్ డిఫార్మ్, ఇట్ నాట్ డిఫార్మ్. దిస్ ప్రాపర్టీ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ స్టిఫ్నెస్. స్టిఫ్నెస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ యాజ్ లోడ్ పర్ యూనిట్ డిఫ్లెక్షన్. The ability of material to resist deformation under load, this property called as stiffness. And the third property is called, elasticity. Elasticity. Elasticity is a property of material. When we applying a load on workpiece, it will be extend somewhat. When we remove the load, it gains its original position. This property called as elasticity. Suppose we have to take a workpiece. We applying load on one direction, it somewhat extended. So initially its length will be 4 meters assumption, and then after when we applying load, it will be extend 2 meters. When we remove the load, its gain its original position is called, the property is called elasticity. Suppose we have to take it is a material. So I am applying load on this, it will be extended. When I am removing the load, it's gain its original position. This property called as elasticity. And elasticity, when discussing elasticity, then after immediately we discussing about plasticity. So say some small difference between elasticity and plasticity. In that elasticity, when we applying the load, it will be somewhat extend. When we remove the load, it's gain its original position. This property called as elasticity. Whereas plasticity, when a material is subjected to some load, it gains some deformation permanently. It gains some deformation permanently and not regain its original position. This property is called as plasticity. The main difference is that elasticity is the property of material. When load is applied on the object, it is somewhat deformed. When we remove the load, it gains its original position. This property called as elasticity. Whereas plasticity, when applying some load, it will be deformed permanently. This property called as plasticity. elasticity and plasticity. And ductility. Ductility. What is meant by ductility? Ductility, it is a ability of material. It converts into thin wires. It is a material of, it is a property of material. It converts into thin wires without breaking. Suppose we have to take a workpiece, that is a material. I am converting into thin wires without breaking under tensile load. So I am pulling, it means tensile load. It is a material. I am converting this material into thin wires without breaking. This property called as ductility. Suppose we have to take in gold. Gold available in biscuits forms. It will be converted into thin wires, rings, all those. It means the ability of material to convert. It is a material. How it convert? Convert into thin wires. This property is called as ductility. So gold and platinum. Platinum has the highest ductility material. So platinum and gold we are using to manufacture rings and internally chains. All those things are coming across ductility. Ductility is a property of material convert into thin wires without breaking under tensile load. It means we pulling. This is called tensile load. This is the property of ductility. Highly ductility material is platinum and then after gold. And sixth one, malleability. Malleability. What is malleability? Previously we were discussing ductility. Ductility means it converts into thin wires. Whereas in this malleability, the material is subjected to compressive load and it converts into thin sheets. Suppose previously ductility made up of wires without breaking, converted into thin wires under tensile load. Whereas malleability, suppose it is a material, and this material is converted into thin sheets without breaking. It is a material, I am subject to some compressive force, it is converted into thin sheets. This property called as malleability. Malleability is a property of material, it converts into thin sheets under compressive load. This property called as malleability. And most of we observed in aluminum brakes. Aluminum has the property of malleability, so it converts into sheets and you have to use on household purpose also. This property called as malleability. Ductility, it means convert into thin wires under tensile load. Under tensile load. Whereas malleability converts into thin sheets under compressive loads. What are tensile loads? What are these compressive loads? We will discuss in next topic, simple stress and strains. And next one, toughness. What is meant by toughness? What is meant by toughness? It is the property of material. It absorbs more energy. Suppose this material, I am given lot of energies about it, but it can be absorbed. How much energy will be given to it? That amount will be absorbed without breaking. It is the property of material to absorb more energy without failure or without fracture. This property is called as toughness. The ability of material absorbs more energy than the property is called as toughness. Toughness is decreased while heating the material. When we heating the material, the toughness of property will be decreases. And hardness. The eighth topic is hardness. Hardness. It is the ability of material to resist indentation or marks. Indentation or marks. Suppose it is a material. So it is a pen. This is the indicator. I like that. So when applying load on this workpiece, it's somewhat a identification, that is indentation. So these material not have the property of hardness. If the property have hardness, it cannot indentation like absorb this plasticity have the property of hardness, so the pen marks are not. Whereas this property is not a considered property of hardness, so it will be show the what are these indentations. This property called as hardness. Hardness is the property of material to resist indent or marks on the material. And the ninth property is brittleness. Ninth property is brittleness. It is a property of material. It is a property of material which shows sudden fracture without any intimation. Suppose the glass is there, automatically ball touches the glass, automatically broken. It's not shows any previous intimation. Suppose you have to take an iron piece. When we are applying the load on both sides, it's somewhat large, the length will be large, and some particular time it shows I am ready to yield. So it's in that particular cases they intimated, but here the brittleness property without intimation, sudden fracture updated. So without intimation, sudden fracture, that is called, the property is called as brittleness. And tenth one is creep. Creep. What is meant by creep? Creep, it is the ability of material. In the creep, the slow and progressive deformation. Slow and progressive deformation. Progressive deformation. What is meant by slow and progressive deformation? While discussing deeply, while we are observing railway tracks, some gaps are provided in between them. So, in that, trains are moving continuously, but it will be, in that particular case, slow and progressively deformation. It means it's expanded. It means it's extended slowly and progressively deformation. The slow and progressive deformation is called as creep. Where we observed creep in that railway tracks also, it means some gap is there. Continuously constant pressure will be applied on that. The slow and progressive deformation. It's also called as thermal stresses. We have discussing this topic briefly. Thermal stresses. Here, the slow and progressive deformation is called as creep. The slow and progressive deformation is called as creep. And the final one is fatigue. What is meant by fatigue? Fatigue means the repeated or reversal stresses are called as fatigue. What is repeated words? Repeated or reversal stresses. Repeated or reversal stresses also called as fatigue. Suppose you have to take a binding wire, like a binding wire is there. We are applying load on it is a binding wire. We are applying load on both sides, it cannot broken. We are applying load, compressive load on both sides, it cannot broken. But once we twist that repeated or reversal stresses, once we have taken binding wire, like repeated or reversal stresses, automatically it broken. It's that load is called as fatigue. So this property is called as fatigue. Finally, once we have discussing first one, strength. What is meant by strength? It is the ability of material to resist externally applied load. This property called as strength. And the second one is stiffness. Stiffness also called as load per unit deflection. It is the ability of material to resist deformation is called as stiffness. And third one is elasticity. It is the ability of material. When we applying load on that material, it's somewhat deformed. When removing the load, it gains its original position. That is called elasticity. Whereas plasticity, when we applying load on the property, applying load on the material, it somewhat extend, but cannot gain its original position. Permanent deformation, that is called as plasticity. Next, ductility. Ductility is the property of material. In that, convert into thin wires. A metal is converted into thin wires without breaking. This property called as ductility. Whereas malleability, the ability of material, converts into thin sheets without breaking. This property called as malleability. And toughness, the ability of material to absorb energy up to fracture. How much energy you are giving, that much of energy will be absorbed. That property is called as toughness. And the eighth one is hardness, the ability of material to resist indentation or marks or any type of marks on particular object. This property is called as hardness. And ninth one is called brittleness. Without any previous intimation, sudden fracture of a material, that property called as brittleness. And creep, the slow and progressive deformation. The slow and progressive deformation of a material is called as creep. Whereas last, finally, fatigue, the repeated reversal stresses also called as fatigue. Thank you.